Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told the wrist. Robert, you wanna be fat?
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oklahoma City Bison and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchdown. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double. Block 52. 52 the mic. I got you, pump. Switch. Hey. Check 52 the mic. Check 52's the mic. It's been a long day for you. Why? Get wide.
The first carry now. This is Williams. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike, 57. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check Mike.
2nd and 14. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
52.
Back to throw. Love. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
50 seconds, Mike. Get him.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First down, Oklahoma City.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give to Williams, running right. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Double up. Joker. Check it out.
On second down, Williams. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Show it. Pick the edge. Come.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Oklahoma City.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down now. It's Williams, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Just like that. Just like that.
No. Off. You draw Porkers.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running right, Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Mike 22.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
They can't hang with that.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Set. 60 outlaw. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Watch out, creeping.
Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
45 the mic. 45 the mic.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Hey, Zoo. Hey.
What do you want?
Five.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Williams. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big play there. 49 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air. On the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
I'm coming. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 43. Any weapon. Check. Crunch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check me out. Kill.
Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go, D.
They'll run it with Williams into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams.
Check 52. Check. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check nickel.
The busy night continues for Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They come up in an offset eye. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal.
Hey, Mike 52. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Kill.
Under 10. 10. 25. Check 25.
Watch twist. Back. Drop.
Check 37.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And now we're going to get a timeout here. By the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got, hey, high 7. Now.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Come on.
You better bring it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's bring it.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, Roy.
52's the mark.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hard.
Switch. Check safety.
Hey, Delta.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it brings up 3rd down.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Check 26, check 26. Okay. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Truck.
We want it. Come to my world.
From the gun on 3rd down. Love. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Jones. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Williams. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shift. Check 31. Check 31. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check it back.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Oklahoma City, first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
80 weapons, 60 outlaw.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Go.
From the 31, Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Look at me. Go. Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check. Lucky. Hey, orbit. Tight dog. Greystone, travel. Five.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Taking it in. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Let me what you got. Give me something. Here we go.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, Dupree. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Dupree Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. The Lions now going to use... second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down. 50 seconds to mine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. You gonna take. Go. You got take right there. Check for his leg.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. On 4th down, Love. Man open, it's Moss complete. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
And it's 3rd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Oklahoma City, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.